we go again. Take two. So hopefully everybody can hear us. Paul, you can hear us? Okay, I can read your lips. But hopefully other people can hear us, and they'll show up in just a second. So let's see if they're on there. I didn't set it anywhere, but boy, hey Paul, maybe you can go out there and tell people we're on. Oh, I don't know what he said. Okay, Salute. Okay, so okay.
Good.
Thank you, Salute. Perfect. Oh, that's good. Okay, so where are we? Okay, they missed. I think because we went over. I know we went when we went over your stroke. What happened? I think that's when we lost touch with folks. So maybe you could. You have to repeat yourself if that's okay to tell, because I think it's amazing what you went through.
From what?
Oh.
I don't know from where do I have to.
Well, let's see here. Oh, do you want me to bring Paul? No, you. Let's see. I think let's see. I'm going to go back because I actually took some notes, and I think I asked you what did you know what a stroke was before you had your stroke?
Yes. I thought about it, but I didn't pay attention because I was young, and many people told me that it was a stress. I was stressed.
Oh, and that.
But I wasn't stressed.
You weren't stressed.
No.
Oh, yeah, and that's interesting because I've been told the same thing. Not about you, about me, but I was never stressed ever. So and Victoria, thank you for being here. She's from Scotland.
Okay. Hello.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so Salute is saying you were working on your French. Okay, that was a while ago. Okay, so you were working on your French, and perhaps maybe you were. I asked you, even though you're fluent in French, you have several languages that you speak, and what language do you think in?
Yeah, French, because it's my mother tongue. So.
Wow. Okay, and so when you had your stroke, you were in Spain, if I believe.
Yes.
And I don't know if everybody heard about your wonderful boss.
He saw me in my bed. I don't know how many times I had fell down and blacked out. He saw me. He said she is drunk. So I was going in an ambulance to the drunk tank, and
so he thought you were drunk.
Yes, I threw up 2 or 3 times, and they took me a blood sample, and finally they discovered I was having a stroke.
Wow. So when they took the blood test, because I don't think they all heard this, because Salute is saying if you see that they didn't hear about about the boss, but she remembers the drunk tank.
Okay, it was kind, but okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened in his head, because he saw me like that. I had all the right side very weak,
yes.
So I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's just terrible. I mean, but who knows what he was thinking, because you were working for him. You were at a hotel. You were in that business.
Yes, as a receptionist.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, that's terrific. That was, and again, if everybody doesn't know, you were 22 when you had your stroke, and this is now we're talking. It's 9 years later, and you did get as far as education. You're still working on it.
Education?
Yes, like your master's degree. You
No,
complete.
I obtained it. I obtained it
Wow.
in 2015.
Oh, okay. Wow. Um,
But that was only written. That was not oral. So
right.
I was sorry.
No, I
Um,
understand.
yeah, thank you. I was cool on that. Um,
Right.
I still can could translate it, translate
Right.
all the text, but
Right.
not speaking.
Right. Right. No, I understand because in the beginning, if I remember, you were mute for about 9 days.
Yes.
Couldn't say anything, but you were in rehab for quite some time.
One year, 3 months in rehab intensive
Yeah.
rehab, and then I go back to my mother's, and I transmute to the center and to my mother.
Right. Right. And you again, you had your stroke. You were in Spain,
Yes.
and then you
Uh,
moved.
I was repatriated 10 days after, because it was that was not
Right.
place in hospital Le Mans.
Wow. Interesting. So, wow. So then, I'm trying to think. You actually had like you're working currently with. Well, let me ask you one thing, so I don't go off track here. You have a couple businesses.
Yes, two apostrophe.com and rodingwood.com. Apostrophe is from the I sell t-shirt, sweatshirt, and accessories with a message for stroke,
Wow.
humoristic message.
Wow.
It helps the stroke survivors to feel better.
Yeah. No, that's very important. Are these all different messages? Do
Yes, yes,
you decide what you're gonna
yes,
and put it out there, and
yes.
they can pick?
Mhm.
Wow. That's and there's also that I've learned, even though I really don't know anything about it, so I won't even say it. You have a not the creed, but the nine. What's that called? The
Uh,
oh, oh yeah. Let's see here. I actually pulled it
ah,
up here.
creed.
The let's see what I had here. Um, it's oh gosh, it's I could actually. Oh, let's see. I'm not sure. It's a nine creed but let's see.
Okay.
Some of the things that Paul and you were working on.
Yes. But I didn't. I not remember it by heart. Yes.
Okay. Well, since I don't know what that is, would you mind if I brought Paul on just to kind of go over it?
Yes. Yes.
Because when I watched you last time, you really I'm looking here. Be 1 second, Paul, but the nine square something or another.
Yes. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
I try to remember it. BHT, be happy too. Um, I I understand, and
Hey, you can do it. You ready?
Yeah.
We do it together.
Okay.
NP
Ah,
means
yes. No problem. Be
BHT means
be happy too.
IU
I
means
I understand.
PAM means
Please follow me.
I'm confident. IC
I'm confident.
EPOMJ
Easiest part of my job.
WEYT
Um, with an inspector too.
WYDMAF
Um,
would
would you do me a favor?
please PTMN.
Um, please tell me new.
Wow.
Yay!
Wow.
You remember it,
Yes,
Wow.
silly girl.
And that's in English.
So bright.
Wow. It's
thank you.
amazing. Hey, let me ask you, did you during your beginning of the stroke, did you feel kind of isolated or
Yes, yes.
you were?
Mm. You too, no?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't
That's all.
first of all, I didn't know what it was. So
Since I couldn't speak. Yes, I move my arm. I front my eyebrows. I do.
yeah.
Almost spit my coffee.
So you felt like that.
Yes,
Yeah, I think Paul, you did too. I did too.
Yes.
yes,
Right.
I did everything I could to get
yes,
attention to myself. Throwing pins.
Yeah.
yes.
At your doctor when he was saying something wrong. I remember. Hey, I was going to ask you um, intermittent fasting.
Ah, yeah.
That's I remember that. I because
Uh,
you take just to back up, you take meds, right? Because I take Keppra and Vimpat.
yeah. I take Keppra and lamotrigine.
Oh, okay. How much Keppra do you take?
Uh, one for 500. No, yeah, 500 milligram for the morning and for the evening, and lamotrigine 100 milligram for the morning and
Right.
for the evening.
Well, you get away easy. I take 3,000 milligrams of Keppra a day.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
1,500 in the morning, 15 in the evening, and then 400 milligrams of Vimpat. They're both for seizures,
Ah,
but that's
yeah.
just me. But anyway, so we can go back to now the intermittent fasting. I just wondered the reason I asked is because I don't know if that's healthy for me. Just I take so much.
Ah, um, um, okay. I, 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 I started in 2000 and 2019,
Oh,
January 2019 to diet
right.
because I wanted to lose weight that I've gained by my pregnancy, and I I noticed I could find more words. I have a larger
Yeah,
vocabulary, and um, I found it weird. And that is um, after 1 week that I did the connection, and I web search on internet on all the articles and all the videos I could,
sure.
and that as that was not written. Intermittent fasting could help stroke survivors. Were only written the benefits of of intermittent fasting.
Wow, good to
And
know.
the one that I remember is um, cre- that cre- create more neurons.
Wow. Wow. Done a lot of research.
Jerry, it's been said, I studied it before neuroplasticity
Yep.
regarding Alex's intermittent fasting. It helps generate new neurons
Yeah.
that helps receive information and store information.
Right.
Vitalizes that and really good. So I've done a lot of studies since I met Alex. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we all learning together. But it's really fascinating how the mind works.
Oh, yeah.
Fires new neurons all the time. But it's like if you take intermittent fasting, it accelerates the neuron firing.
Wow.
So it retains more information.
Well,
That's what I've learned.
I need to do more of this then.
Yes.
Well, I don't do any, but I'm going to start doing that to see how it affects, because I forget things. I'm not sure with you if you forget things
Yes.
here and there. I think we all do, I guess.
Yes. Short memory loss.
Yes. Yes. And so do you reach out to other stroke survivors? Just like a stroke support group or anything?
Yes. I do. Actually, there is a group, a French group, from which I I I had so many friends, and now 2 or 3 are my friends.
Nice.
And yeah.
Well,
And you?
me? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm. It's all I do anymore is help stroke survivors. I mean, I'm just reaching out to people because I love these stories that you have and everybody has, even Paul. No, but that's important, I think. And but you've had some family support during this time.
Yes.
How did that? What happened there?
They come to see me each day. Uh, my father and my mother every day, and yeah.
And I understand you have a very special relationship with your father.
Yes. Mm.
Important, very important. I'll bring out some comments here too. Okay, so can you see these comments?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Ah.
Salute is a caregiver, and her husband Tom had a stroke in 2015. Yeah. Okay. So we're not the only ones. Okay. That's good to know.
Hey, Salute, you shouldn't say that.
Wow.
I'm going to say bye and I'm going to listen, but kick me off. And it's your show. Alex is the star. You are the star maker. I'm sitting there watching you grow. So kick me off and I'll come in. Kick me off.
All right,
Bye.
Paul, you're kicked to the curb. There you go. So yeah, so you've had a very good. It sounds like 9 years. I mean, from getting your master's to now, you have a couple of businesses. As far as this pandemic, how is it out there with you? This coronavirus.
Yes. I'm just at myself, so I didn't see many clients. I didn't see much of my earning
Yeah.
dropped. So
I understand. Yeah.
at the beginning.
Right. And you have I could probably try to find it, but I don't want to screw things up here. You have she's not a baby. She's 2 years old.
20 months.
Oh, wow. Okay. Beautiful pictures. I mean, I wish I could, I don't want to mess things up here, but you have some really great pictures of
Thank you.
that you're on your face or because you do a lot of stuff on Instagram or Facebook.
Facebook. I don't have Instagram.
Yeah, yeah. So, and not to get personal, you have a boyfriend.
Yes, Spanish
Yeah.
bank.
Wow. Oh, you met him in Spain.
No, actually in London.
Oh.
That's why I'm in London now because he has a market spot.
Oh.
Um, I don't know if you know Portobello's market.
I've
No.
been to London for about 3 weeks once.
That is market which is almost for tourists.
Oh, okay. Nice,
Yes.
nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, that's just. I'm just
I
trying to see. Oh, go ahead.
makes paella.
Oh, okay. I bet Salud would know because she travels the world. But let's see if I have. I did have one picture here, and I was just a little. Oh, but this one here was this you on here?
No, 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 no.
Uh,
I posted. How do you say? Um, that it that's a group
right?
we called magnificent photos of the world.
Oh, they're beautiful. The ones you posted.
Yes, yes.
Um, yeah. So you've I'm trying to pull up another one. And absolutely is just let's see here. It's absolutely beautiful. Who is this? If I get this right, that is
Yes. David, my boyfriend at the middle,
uh,
and me and one friend of his at the
wow,
right.
great pictures. You got. I mean,
I didn't know. I didn't remember this picture.
oh, I was going through your. I was what do you call it? A stalker.
No,
So
that,
I, so I didn't. But they're great photos that you have there. But so I'm trying to think what else as far as your stroke that like now like bothers you or that you kind of strive on because as far as me, I don't let anything get to me. Things,
I
things are great, even though I'm walk like a penguin and I'm
yes. So, neither do I. I don't let anything get to me.
right.
I follow my road, and that's it.
Good for you. I'm really proud of you. I mean, your story is just really incredible and inspiring.
Thank you.
But so, are you writing a book?
Yes, I did actually. I wrote a book in French and um, all my story,
Right.
uh, giving an uplifting message at the end for stroke survivors.
Right.
For, but
Yeah.
I've got to translate it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you can write it in several different languages.
Uh,
Nah.
yes.
And, and here is there
Ah,
we go. Your little girl,
yes.
and that is
My boyfriend. He,
yes.
he's got a logo, Simply Bahia,
Oh,
in,
really?
in orange.
That's terrific. So let's think here. I wrote a bunch of notes down and trying to cover as much that that we pretty much gone over. But the one thing that I really like to hear is which to expand on it was the when you reach out to other stroke survivors. Did you go to a stroke support groups before this coronavirus?
No, um, I I didn't go to any stroke survival group in person, but I talk on Facebook, talk to people stroke survivors
Right.
on Facebook.
Wow. And do you find in your country, because I believe here in the United States, someone has a stroke every 40 seconds.
Ah, I don't know.
It's just hard to believe that.
Yeah. In France, less than 1 minute. So
Yeah. So, so you are currently working with therapy. Do you do fine motor skill stuff with your hands?
yeah, I do that
Yeah.
often. More times that I could.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you also, well, as far as lost my train of thought. This is what happens to me. But the physical therapy about it is you don't wear an AFO?
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Ah.
But and what about subluxation?
No. I
You
never.
don't?
Yeah. I had bandage,
Oh yeah,
but I drop it off.
yeah.
I throw it away because I didn't know.
Yeah, kinesio tape. I think is that what they call it? K
Oh,
tape. That kind of keeps it.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. I use that as well. So
Arm, you split.
yeah. Well, mine. I mean, if I lift it up with my other hand,
Yes.
it cracks. I mean, not cracks, but the knuckles or whatever it's called, it doesn't bother me. It just actually feels good. But the subluxation is one that if I have to keep it on a chair.
Yes.
But so Larice, if I remember, Paul calls her Bo. I could be wrong. She's asking how your short-term memory is.
Uh, Better since I did the intermittent fasting.
Right.
That's why I remember more words, and I am more aware of my environment.
Right.
I was a bit brain fog. Um, some days I was more brain fog, and some days I was less.
Wow.
Depends. Mm.
Wow. That's incredible. Okay. So Paul. Wow. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Um, I'm just so salute to say you probably see it, Alex. I love that you threw it away. Yeah.
Thank you. Hello.
Yeah. So I'll go through some of these little what do you call it? The little comments. Mike Peters.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, Mike's a great guy. If you haven't seen him, maybe on Paul's show and all that. But so, what else do we want to know about you as far as a stroke and what inspires you every day to you know
Um,
to keep going and just really
yeah.
because me is talking to stroke survivors.
Okay. Yes. Me too. I created a YouTube
Oh,
channel who is called Apostroke, the same as a website,
yeah,
and Apo space stroke. Almost all my videos are in French. 2 videos are in English, and I say many things. I um, I show what I do, like workout.
Yes. And that's on YouTube?
Yes.
And how would they find you so people can see? Because it's a lot like when I do mine, I find out for me if I'm doing my walking or any things that my wife videos me, it actually helps me to see what I'm doing wrong or right.
Yes. Okay.
So
Uh,
you're
okay. Yeah. To correct my hips, that I like that.
yes.
Yeah. I made a video called Unbalanced Hips, and my boyfriend was at the bottom of the stairs,
Yes.
and
That's
I tried to go upstairs, and I saw in the when I looked at the video that I
I understand.
yes, my um, I, yeah, I did a bit of I
Yeah.
don't know what is it called. Sorry.
No, no,
Um,
no, no, no.
the things the thing all stroke survivors do
You,
like
yep. I swing the foot out. I don't. I know. I should know this, but well, you should too because you're 9 years like me.
yeah. Um,
I know. Now you got me thinking here. Somebody out there, please say. Um,
um, and and from that point, I uh, um,
yeah.
yes, you will see. I will send you my video.
Please do.
Yes.
Yeah, and you see. Good morning, Jerry and Alex. Thank you, Brooke. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that.
Thank
Today
you.
is the change recovery is possible. I agree. I totally agree. So I know what you're saying. It's I don't want to hear. I know what you're saying, but so you
Alt circle.
yeah when you I notice that a lot when I used to go to the grocery store before this. I kick the wheels because I'm not going straight. I'm
Yes.
swinging around.
Yes. Mm.
I don't know if that's similar what you're talking about, but and so you lifting the trying to lift your foot so you don't swing out.
Yes. At the bottom of the stairs, I I I lift my right hip,
Yep.
and I go upstairs, trying to not drop my hips. If
Yeah. Do you have drop foot?
yes,
Yeah.
that's why I have the Flint, the UFO.
Yeah. AFO. I have one too. And do you when you go upstairs or downstairs? For me, I'd have to have railings on both sides,
Ah,
just because otherwise, my son's apartment that I went and visited, I have to walk pretty much backwards
ah,
to get down because I have to. I can't, only the left hand I can hold on to. My right hand, I'm not stable enough to do that.
okay. I had only the the gate,
Yeah. Oh.
the left gate,
Okay.
and I have the wall, so I I oh sorry.
No, no. I know what you're going through.
Yeah, thank you. I put my arm against the wall,
Yeah.
so but I tried to do okay. Now I'm a bit tired of,
Right.
but I try to go straight, and
Yes.
I tried not to put my arm against the wall,
Right.
to
Right.
to do like the others.
Yeah. Yeah. So I see Mike's asking where in France?
Yeah. Le Mans. Do you know Le Mans?
Okay, Mike.
Where is a
Le Mans.
Formula One race?
Right. Right. So okay. So Paul, yeah, he's 2.2 million people have aphasia in the U.S. Yeah, that's a cruel result of stroke, but it's not only stroke. Other people can have aphasia with not having a stroke. So I'm trying to think here. I know that the intermittent fasting was pretty amazing, and I'm going to try. Is that something that you do once a week? Is that something every day? Or no, it can't be every day, but for how
Three
long?
times, 3 or 4 times a week. I try to
Okay.
keep in the direction
Yes.
3 or 4 times a week.
And that's like how many hours?
16 hours of fasting. I stop at 2 p.m. and I begin at 6 a.m.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So Paul's and what do you both try to improve your motor skills on a daily basis? You can answer that one.
Uh,
What do for your motor skills? Like me, it's walking or doing stuff every single. If,
Walking. I walk the more that I can, and I do a bike
right.
that enabled me to improve my working my time of
Right.
working. Now I can work 3 or 4 hours a day, and
Wow. Good for you.
yeah.
Wow. I got to start building myself up here. Mike, you're a legend. You are a legend.
Oh,
Wow.
that's my heart.
Yeah. That's right. Well, that sounds great. That what you have overcome. I mean, you so in the beginning you felt isolated. You felt kind of. Did you ever say
Yeah,
why me?
aphasia is isolating because people don't understand.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, I can remember my daughter at that time. I don't know. She was probably 18. She said I was really ticked off at life. I was saying worse things when I woke up out of ICU. I wasn't a happy person, but that didn't last long because I couldn't talk for several months.
Ah,
But
okay.
yeah, so for you, do you with everybody who's out here, what would you say to somebody else that has had a stroke or even a caregiver? Because I've seen caregivers that they try to be in their stroke survivors or partners' lives, or how do they feel? Because it definitely, I know what I would tell, but your show. So, what would you tell somebody that's going through it? Like,
Uh, yeah, that um, there are a few caregivers um, that understand that aphasia people can understand all that is I read a book called Rebel. Linda, Linda Ropstad, and she said um, the no, it's not a nurse. One talked to me like I was almost deaf,
Yeah.
and that's it. And uh, she didn't know I could understand everything, and
Right.
I
Right.
was not deaf. And I, I will tell that to
Yeah.
caregivers. I will tell anaphasic people can understand all that you say, and it's not because we are stupid. It's because
Right.
the stroke as it as our language area as something that
Yeah. So true. I see a lot of people say, well, I feel like I'm stupid, but you're not because your intellect is still there.
yes.
You know, so you got the smarts there, but you just can't say it. Okay, Mike. Yeah, he's cried for 5 months when he had a stroke. Yeah, I mean everybody goes through these crazy things, and you were talking about, which not funny, but it's kind of funny when you I don't know if you knew Paul. He couldn't talk either, like you, like me, and the doctors were saying something to him or to his kid saying that he's not going to be able to talk or whatever, and he was throwing pens at the doctor. I don't know if you knew that story because I
It's
I know that. What's that?
He's throw a penguin. And
He
uh,
he.
what did he do?
Well, Paul couldn't talk
Yes,
in the beginning, and then his kids were talking to the doctor in the same room, and whatever the doctor was saying to the kids, he picked up pens like pencils or pens and was throwing them at the doctor. So, oh, see if you're frozen. But it's pretty amazing. Um, I see Paul. Have fun hours. I'm going to be okay, Paul. Thank you. Okay, I think a little frozen here. If you can hear me, Alex, you probably signed back in or whatever. I was on the phone with my dad. Just got on. Hi, everyone. Yes, Lynn, how are you doing? Good to see you. Um, yeah, yeah, that's true. Now we can't stop Paul from talking. He's a great talking. And Paul, nice to see you. Do you ride a stationary bike? I'm not confident enough to ride my street bike, and yet due to the affected side, absolutely not, Paul. I me, I do not ride a trike. I do. Um, so that I can do a 3-wheel trike. Um, let's see let's see if you're back. Um, Alex, are you there? Are you there? Um, but anyway, I heard she's a little okay. Now she's probably going to sign back in, and hopefully she does. Yes, I'm going to go through some of these comments since she's trying to get back on. But yeah, Paul's a naughty boy. I agree. Um, but let's see. I'm just waiting for Alex. The computer froze, I guess, on her end. But we were getting down near the end here, and we did start out in the beginning, start the stream, and then it ended up I guess the platform we used, no one could hear us, so we stopped, and this is where we're at now. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, and I hope everybody gets on in 25 minutes for Salute and Tom's Redo It Life. So Alex, still can't see you. I'm going to try one more time because I hate to leave when this happens because it really some of the thing we do is just not fun as far as this. But anyway, if I can't get her back on, then I appreciate everybody being here. And I don't know if there's any other questions that anybody else has. And I am now. There we go. Where is she? Woo!
Phew. I don't.
I just kept rambling on. So
Okay, sorry, because my computer has shut down.
Oh.
So
well, no problem. I was just rambling on. So I'm glad you're back. So people actually get interested. Oh my gosh. Let's see. So yeah, there's some comments now. I don't know if you saw that one that we were talking about. We couldn't talk, but now we can't stop Paul from talking. So yeah, we're getting close here. So besides your stroke and everything that you've gone through from your boss, do you ever stay in contact with your boss who told you were drunk? No, that's the end of that one.
no.
Wow. Well, that's Spain. You're in London right now.
Yes.
Wow. Well, and Paul just, I don't know if you saw that comment before we left, but he says he loves us. Such a nice man, isn't he?
Yes.
And this is a question, and I answered mine, and I can't get on a stationary bike. I mean, a regular bike. I'd have to use a trike.
Yes. I can get on bikes anymore on bike, but I can get on a stationary bike, but
Yes.
with yes, you know.
Yeah, I know. Do they put your foot in and
Yes.
they
Yes.
not tie it up, but they
Yes.
exactly. So well, that's great. But since you do this all the time, and your therapy is pretty important, and all of us should be like that. And I'm glad that you are so motivated, and your story again, Alex, is so inspiring.
Thank you.
Yeah. So is there any other one brand? Yeah. It's kind of like a chair.
Yes.
But
It's not a chair for me. It's a
Yeah.
like the bikes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you still have to have it, because I do too. You have to have your foot strapped in your affected leg,
Yeah.
and then you're good to go and go for however many times you can go, however long. But
more than 30 minutes. I
Right.
try to do it every day.
Good for you. Let's see. Goodbye, friends from Lila. Okay, and then Mike.
Let's see.
He's such a nice man.
Yes.
And that's the thing I love about the stroke community
Yes.
out there in the world. I love everybody, because all these stroke survivors, we all know what we're going through.
Yes.
And so it really does help. And at least that's what I found out. But
Yeah.
yes.
Before 1 year, 1 year ago,
Right.
I did 2 years ago. I didn't want to sign in, and
Really?
page which is for stroke survivors. I thought I could do it by myself, but 2 years ago, a man has convinced me to
really?
go on a French page, and that is why I created the channel, YouTube channels. I created the Facebook page, and
Well, would you mind if I shared that with everybody?
Yeah, no, not at all.
So, oh, that'd be true. If you could, like in Messenger, you could send it to me, and then I'll put that on ours, and then that'd be great. It'd be very inspiring
Yeah.
for other people to see what you're doing, because everybody does a little different things for
Yeah.
rehab therapy, and the intermittent fasting. I gotta get into this, and it would help me lose. Even though I don't really need it, but don't. Does it make you?
Sorry, that is froze a little while.
Does it? Do you lose weight when you intermittent fast?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes.
Wow. That's good. So, any last parting words? Because we're really close to the end here. And
Okay.
first of all, I appreciate you so much, and your story
Um,
is just incredible. I mean, from the fact that the doctor said you were drunk, I
Yes.
can't believe that.
Boss, yes. And I said, because couldn't think clearly. I said, I thought, oh yes, that means that I could go to work one day after one day.
Right.
That's what I thought, and I didn't know what I gonna happen after.
Right. Right. Now that was the end of that. But you've got a good path now that you're on.
Yes.
Doing your own thing, the two businesses, which,
Yes.
and even if you could, what do you call it? Send, or if you have a link for me on that too,
Yes.
and
Okay.
maybe some other the inspiring shirts that you do.
Yes.
I mean, I don't wear it now, but I wear them for my everything everywhere else. I wear them because they are inspiring.
Yes.
We need to create more awareness of
Yes.
what stroke, aphasia, and all that stuff. So
I got one. And if you want to see,
yes, please do. That'd be terrific. Oh, that's funny, Mike. Learn Welsh. Okay. Well, she's not only Hindu, Spanish, French, and English. Oh, nice.
oh
Nice. Oh, that's a nice one there.
yes,
Is it a website underneath there? I saw.
yes,
Oh,
apostrophe.
okay. Yes. Okay. Nice. Wow.
I
Very
never
nice.
give up in
Never
French.
give up. Oh, wow. That's a nice shirt. And
Yes.
that's just one. You've got a whole bunch more, don't you?
Yes, yes.
Wow. Okay. Mike is asking you. You need to learn Welsh.
Yes. After
Yeah.
I learned it.
Yeah. And Serena's from Nova Scotia, Canada.
Ah.
So
Yes.
thank you, Serena. And people are also. It's nice. See that shirt. Awesome.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
yeah. So yeah, if you could do that, that would be terrific. And then we'll be good to go. So
Okay.
um,
Okay. You're French, Mike?
Yeah.
Or
what? I didn't know that, Mike.
you're
He's looking up the words, isn't he?
yes. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe yes, learned French at school.
Maybe he is. Yeah, exactly. So the first, what's that?
I would like to say to other all the stroke survivors, don't give up. Ever, never, ever. Don't give up. In spite of all that the medical staff tells you, you're not gonna be able to recover 1 or 2 years after your stroke. bullshit. No,
Yeah, it is for sure. So yeah, I'm just gonna
thank you.
yeah, and that was nice. That's one of the
Thank
nicest shirts
you.
I've seen.
Oh, thank you, Lila.
Yeah,
Lila?
Lila,
Yes.
I call her. Gosh, I butcher some names and Mike. I don't know what people are saying, but it's good to see this. Like your message, right? Never give up. That's
Yes.
so true.
Yes.
So true. Yeah, but I do want to say, do you because luckily I have, well, my wife here, and you're not alone. You're not alone.
No.
You have your daughter.
Yes. I am a boyfriend, and now my father was come to visit me
Oh,
and his
nice.
wife.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay. Well, I'm just school friends.
Ah,
Okay.
that's why.
Wow. Yeah, I think I know only one thing, and I butcher it. Is it probably vous français?
Ah, yes. We.
We. Yeah. I do need to learn that because I've been to France and
Ah, yeah.
yeah, I've been
Where?
to. Well, I visited. I took the Channel. My wife and I from the Channel from London
Yes.
and to France, and then we ended up um, went to the Eiffel Tower. We were the tourist type people that.
Okay. Yes.
So, but we only stayed 2 days, and then probably about 2 weeks at London. But it, fries. I don't know, Lila.
Right. Ah, yeah. Okay. That tongue twister, no?
Oh, fries. Well,
Right.
fries.
French. 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 Right.
Well, that's great. So even though we said that never give up, which I
Yes.
100% believe in that. Um,
Um, even though you put, what you have many years post-stroke,
right.
um, you you can recover even if you have many years post-stroke.
Hmm.
You can recover, no matter what the doctor says.
And it's so true. I mean, 9 years. We're both 9 years post stroke,
Yes.
and I see improvements. I mean, weekly because if you work
Ah, yes.
hard, yeah, maybe tiny little bits,
Yes.
but my therapist, a year into it, said, "This is it. This is the best you're going to
Ah,
be."
yes. But the same that told me maybe you can learn another language told me you have never gonna recover after 2 years, but that's contradictory.
Yes, it is. Yes,
You
it
are
is.
never gonna recover, or you can learn another language. Negative positive
Yeah,
statement.
and that was a doctor.
Yes. Rehabilitation daughter specialist.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. So for the last one here, Mike's asking, stroke therapy, is it good in France?
Yes, yes, yes. It depends on the city.
Yeah.
Like no, like in the US. No.
Yeah. No, for me, the U.S., I've had great experiences. So um, I've had good ones and I've had some not so good ones. But they just want me to get out of therapy, graduate you. You're done, move on. The insurance won't pay for anymore. But anyway, well, Alex, I'm so happy for you and proud of you, what you've gone through. And I really appreciate you willing to be on this show, even though you're on Paul's. So I didn't know, whoa, we're just going to bombard. But there's a lot of different things we navigated through. And I appreciate it. It was really inspiring to have you on. Um,
Okay. Thank you. Ah,
Yeah.
and to sorry
No,
to
go.
use my right arm, I I didn't show it to Paul. I forgot it. I have okay. Um, to use my right arm, I I painted um, paint, a painting with
Oh,
my um, hand.
yep.
My I put paint painter no?
Paintbrush.
Oh, paint
Yeah.
in my hand, and I do the background like
Huh?
that,
Right.
and I paint the
Yeah. No, I follow you on that.
one tree on the
Uh-huh.
front.
Well, you've seen Paul's paintings.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
mm,
he
that's
does a great job.
beautiful. Yes,
So Serena, yeah,
yes, Serena.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. So lastly, you can read English better than you can speak it, or is that how this?
Yes, yes.
Wow. I
That's
mean,
why I went back to translation masters because I could read, I could
right.
translate um, English into French, but I can't. I can translate, but slowly. But um, I lose my words in English. I don't know
Yep.
how to explain that.
Right. Yeah. So
Mm.
such great comments. I could just highlight these all because there's so much inspiration. 2 years in August. Well, it's next month there, Lynn. Well, any last things we say before we sign off? Any things that you would like to end with again?
Um, don't give up. That's
Yeah,
all.
I agree. It's a powerful message. But
Yeah.
well, you could stay on here, and we'll sign off. But thank you all for being here, and thanks for tuning in
Thank
to
you.
Alex here.
I'm
Yeah. Oh, can you? Yeah.
right.
Oh, Mike. I'm more okay. So I must say thank you.
Love, love, amour,
Oh.
love.
Oh. Oh. Thanks, Mike. But I'm sure you're saying to Alex instead of me, but that's okay.